Okay, hi Peg. This one's for you. Kale shakes. So I've been using a lot of the organic, grass-fed good stuff. So I did buy that. I buy the organic kale. This is fresh. Sometimes I get it at like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. It's already like kind of started to cut up, so that's sometimes easier because you will have to cut it up. And you really just put that in with water and mush it all up, but I'll show you how to do that. But we like to flavor it a little bit more because it is pretty bitter. So we put carrot juice. So I'm going to juice my carrots and beet juice because beets are really good for you. So I put 3 beets and probably about 4 carrots, juice them together. Then I grind up my kale, put it through the Ninja with like 7 cups of water. And I'll show you how I do that when I get to that point. And whir it around for like 4 or 5 minutes. Really, really good. And then you can add other things if you want. And I'll show you those. I like to add electrolyte powder and this raw wheatgrass juice. So again, it's not like the best tasting, but if you can get your vegetables in by drinking a couple of glasses of this stuff, right? Rather than eating 7 cups of salad. So, but it works. But you can always put protein in it too. So again, we do the grass-fed. Mine's unflavored. You can buy it in vanilla, and I think that gives it a little bit more flavor. I wish I would have known that before I bought it, but we're going to use this up first. I don't always put the protein in it though. So anyway, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to juice. I have my juicer here. And I'm going to juice my carrots and my beets. So I'm going to cut those up small enough, squish them in here, and get a bunch of that. And then we're going to whir. Did you like that word, whir? It's going to spin it and cut it really, really tiny. And pretty much just juice it. All right? So I'm going to do that because it's noisy. And then I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've juiced the carrot juice with the beets. And it's real pretty and smells kind of good. I don't know if you like beets or not, but we're not a big fan of beets, but this is a good way to get them in because juicing them is better than cooking them. I don't know. But beets are good for you. And apparently the green parts are good for you too. So we're going to chop some of those up as well and put them in with our kale shake. So I've chopped up some of the kale. Because you have to fill up your Ninja, but not too full because you have to add water and you have to give it room to rise. So I used probably about half that bunch that I had, and I've chopped it a little bit smaller. You can't see it because it's here. And now I've got my Ninja, and you got to have something that's got all the chopper blades like all the way up and down, because you really need to chop it up. And you have to put this in for like 4 minutes at least, because it's pretty big when you're putting it in. So you just kind of shove it down in there. Be careful, don't hurt yourself with the blades. In fact, I'm going to use the back of a wooden spoon just to get it down below in the bottom, because I just don't want it to cut me. It's really sharp. Works really well. I really like it. So not only can you use it for margaritas, because you make really good margaritas too, because it chops that ice up. Definitely worth it. Maybe Santa will bring you one if you don't have one. But totally worth it for any kind of shakes that you do. So this is probably a little bit fuller than I would normally do it, but that's okay because I don't have it all the way down in the bottom there. So now I'm going to fill it with about 7 cups of water. And then I'm going to put it on my Ninja and whir it around for about 7 minutes. No, about 4 minutes. Then I'm going to add the beet and carrot juice and a scoop of electrolytes and green, what is this stuff? Oh, wheatgrass. Wheatgrass. Apparently this is really good for you too. Adds to this. Gets you more greens the more you can get. And just drink it. I'm up for that. All right, so I'm going to add my water. And then I'm going to scrunch it up for about 4 minutes. Don't want you to have to hear that on the video, but I'll come back. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I poured my beet juice in here. So it made it not green. It's kind of a dark red. Very Christmassy, don't you think, Catherine? Mm-hmm. Very Christmassy. But just so you know, it does turn it a different color. You don't have to use the beet and carrot juice. That's just what we prefer. It does change the color of it. So, all right, I put in one raw wheatgrass, little powder, and then the electrolytes. You really want to do the electrolytes because it's good for you. You could also do lemon if you didn't want to do beet juice or carrot juice or anything, or apples. You could put some fruit in. Berries mostly, so maybe like raspberries I've tried, which are good, but you still have the little seeds, but blueberries would work too, and that kind of sweetens it up a little bit. The electrolyte powder has some lemon and raspberry in it, so that's the flavor we're gonna go ahead and put in. So I do 2 scoops of the electrolytes because it's 7 cups of fluid. So then we'll mix that up again. And I did not put protein powder in this one, but you certainly can. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. So you don't have to do this for very long on this one. Oops. Did you say hi?
Yeah.
Good. All right, so we're gonna. A little full. It kind of made a little bit of a mess. I'm gonna have to clean up now, but that's okay. All right, so anyway, I will pour a glass so you can kind of see what it's gonna look like. Ooh, so pretty. It's very red today. My beets must have been a little bit bigger. So, 16-ounce glass. 16 ounces of vegetables right there. Drink it down. It's a good one. I like it, but I like with the beets and the carrots. So, there you go. Hopefully that helps. Call me if you have any questions, and we'll talk about it. Good luck. Love you guys. Bye. Okay, we thought of one more thing. First of all, cold, it's really good too. So this is how much it makes, plus my 16-ounce glass that I'm already drinking. Catherine's trying it. What do you think? She's not a fan. She's not a vegetable drinker anyway, or eater. I thought maybe if she'd drink them, it'd be better for her. But anyway. All right, so there you go. So you can keep that in the refrigerator, put the lid on it, and then just pour yourself a glass or 2 every day. And, yeah, get your veggies in that way. All right.